Good morning. This is the math lesson 19.4. We've been talking about the area of different shapes. So how much is inside of a two-dimensional shape? But today we're going to be looking at perimeter, which is the measurement on the outside of a polygon. So we are going to look at that in relation to area and kind of go back and forth between them in our lesson today. So it says the perimeter of the rectangle is the distance around it. Oh, by the way, this is page 371. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Okay, the perimeter of the rectangle here is the distance around it. To find the perimeter, you find the length of each side of the rectangle in centimeters, that's what we're measuring with, and add them. So if this rectangle is 3 centimeters by 2 centimeters, basically, it's 1 centimeter in length here, another one here, and then another one here. Every space between the little pegs in the geoboard is 1 centimeter. So it's 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus another 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus another 2 is 10 centimeters. The perimeter of this rectangle is 10 centimeters. Now, we are not talking about square centimeters anymore. When finding the distance around something, imagine if all of those sides were side by side. How many centimeters long is that rectangle if you unfolded it out and you just measured all of those sides put together? So in this case, the distance around it is 10 centimeters. Okay, now this shape, we can measure up actually way more than the 4 sides because we are going to have to continue to count up each one of these individual sides. And this is 1 inch. So this side of our shape is 2 inches. Plus we've got another 3, 4, 5 inches in total. Plus 2 is going to be 7 inches. Plus another one is 8. Plus another one, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches. If we measure up all of the sides together, it's 12 inches in the distance around it. Now, its area is 5 square inches because if we look at this as 1 square inch, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the perimeter is 12 inches. That's how long it is all the way around the object. The area is 5 square inches. If we were to find the area of the rectangle up here, we could draw lines where all of those pegs of the geoboard are and count up how many square centimeters there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the perimeter may be 10 centimeters. But the area of the rectangle is 6 square centimeters. And we still have to talk about it as square centimeters because we're talking about how many individual squares could fit inside of it, rather than how many inches over here is it all the way around the shape. Okay. So perimeter can be measured in centimeters, inches, meters, and feet according to the way that we are going to be measuring. Area is always measured in square centimeters, inches, meters, or feet. So if you see the little 2, we read that as squared. That tells you we're talking about area. When talking about perimeter, you don't use anything squared. Now look at the 2 figures on the geoboard here. They have the same perimeter. The perimeter of each shape, let's count it up, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 centimeters, not square centimeters, but centimeters is how many centimeters it is all the way around. And then we're going to assume this is the same, but let's double check. 1, 2, actually, let's go in the same direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, both of them are 14 centimeters not square, but just 14 centimeters is their perimeter. How many centimeters is it all the way around? But they do not have the same area. They do not have the same amount of squares inside of it. Let's draw out where our squares would be. I think that can help you to look at them as actual squares. Okay? This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 square centimeters. Actually, we'll write it right here. There's already a space for it. Whereas this one, let's still draw out our squares. Okay. This one is how many square centimeters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 square centimeters. So both of them have different areas, even though it's the same amount of centimeters around the object. Okay, let's find the area and perimeter of each of these figures. Remember, for area, we're looking at square, centimeters or inches, and then for perimeter, it's just the distance around. Okay, so for the perimeter, let's count up how many inches around is figure C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, did I? Yeah, I think I started here. So the perimeter is 14. Let me double check. 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Okay. Couldn't remember where I started. It is good to always start in the same place. So maybe I should have started in that corner to make it easier. Now for the area, we're counting up how many square inches there are. Okay. This, I'm looking at kind of just the rectangle first. This rectangle is 2 times 3. 2 times 3. So 6 square inches plus another 2. So 8 square inches. Okay, let's look at figure D now. For the perimeter, we'll start in this corner and then go clockwise. We've got 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 3 is 14. So same perimeter. Now find the area. We've got, for this one, that group of 2 times 3, so that'll be 6 square inches. And then an extra 2, so 8 square inches. The exact same perimeter and the exact same area. So do figures C and D have the same area? Yes, they do. The same number of square inches. And do they have the same perimeter? They do. Same distance around in inches. Okay, for the hands-on activity, unfortunately, we won't have the geoboards to do lessons. For math, we do have them in the classroom, and we use them a little bit when we were talking about lines and angles, but you won't be able to do this. However, I am attaching some geoboard paper so that even if you don't use rubber bands on the pegs, you could draw out some different shapes with these kind of dots. Okay. Let's put into practice what we were doing earlier. We are going to find perimeter and area for each, okay? So first, starting with perimeter, let's count up how many meters this shape is all the way around. This is 4, plus 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 2 is 11, plus another 2 is 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 2 is 18. I'm going to put a perimeter of 18 meters. Now let's find the area. We're going to count up how many square meters there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 meters squared, or square meters. Okay, let's find the perimeter of this shape. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So 5 plus 1 is 6, 7 plus 2 is 9, 10 plus 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 meters. Same as the other one. Let's count the number of square meters for area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So 5 square meters, 6, 7, 8. Do they have the same area? Nope. Figure A has a larger area. Do they have the same perimeter? Yes, they do. Same distance around each of those shapes. Okay, we've got a couple more in inches. The little text bubble says these squares are smaller than they would be in real life. Okay, for this perimeter, we're going to count all the way around, and I would recommend, for myself included, starting at the same place so you always remember where you finish. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 5 plus 1 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is the perimeter. Now for the area, we're going to count up 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1, 9 square inches. Figure D will be easier. It's a perfect square, so we can multiply for area, and perimeter is going to be a little easier as well. We're going to add our sides for perimeter. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. We could even multiply that. 3 times 4, since there are 4 sides of the exact same length. For area, we're going to multiply as well to find how many square inches are inside of the shape. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 square inches. Do they have the same area? Yes, they do. The same number of square inches. Do they have the same perimeter? No. Figure C has more lines. It takes up more inches to actually go around that shape. Okay, so let's explore once again. You can do this on the GeoBoard paper that I'm going to link. And that's all. So you have some workbook pages to continue to practice perimeter and area, and we'll continue talking about perimeter. But that is all for our lesson, and I will talk to you later. Bye.